Who is he? Name it. I think we're good. All right, welcome to Blunder Bus Podcast. We're back another week, another dollar. What's up, dude?
We're here. Art just caught me being a Muay Thai snob.
All the time, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
why are we a snob about the things that we enjoy, about our hobbies? I think it's natural to gatekeep, but why do we do that?
Is it gatekeep? Or, well, do you think it's an insecurity thing?
No. I never felt insecure in my life.
Do you think it's a superiority thing? Like, you think you're just better?
Probably.
Like an elitism? I think that's probably it.
It's not like, it's almost like...
But superiority, that complex comes from insecurity.
Maybe. You think always?
I think a lot. Well, it could also be like just straight up. Yeah, maybe. I think for most people, yeah. I think narcissists aren't necessarily insecure. They're just like fucked up in the brain.
Right.
I think most people who feel superior are just insecure deep down, and they don't want people enjoying things.
What do you feel insecure about, or what do you feel superior about? Like, what do you feel like you're superior at?
Well, I gotta say, this pod's about blunders, flops, mistakes.
Oh, right. It's not about being superior.
But we can
it's
talk
about
this.
being inferior.
Well, this is a blunder. Let's see. I used to be really bad in high school. I used to be very pretentious.
About grades?
Well, no, about like taste, like music, movies.
Okay.
Things I'm reading.
Yeah.
Like, I was a culture vulture kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Culture vulture.
On top of things. What's going on in the world? Not the world, but like in the sphere of multimedia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not singular media, multimedia.
Multimedia, like music, movies, Vine,
fashion.
Back in the day. Fashion,
Vine.
you can say that. Give me on Tumblr. I was on Pinterest before all you fucks, okay?
Wow.
Yeah. That's where I was at.
First guy on Instagram. Remember when Instagram was exclusive?
No. I actually don't think I got Instagram until college. Much later.
Yeah, I think you had to be like invited to Instagram or something whenever it launched.
Same with Facebook too.
Oh, yeah.
College email.
Invited by Tom. No, wait, that's MySpace.
Yeah.
You had to be invited by Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah. The legend.
Oh,
Jesse.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, I thought you were doing a bit. I was gonna say, and Andrew Garfield. My guys.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Social Network?
Yes, sir. We talked about it last time.
Oh, yeah, we started it
again.
Yeah. That is a good movie.
Yeah. Anyway, insecure. What am I insecure about? A lot of stuff. A lot of deep stuff.
Very deep. A lot of stuff. That's the answer.
Nothing's coming to my mind right now.
What are you insecure about? A lot.
Everything.
A lot of stuff.
Not being cool. That's an insecurity.
Yeah?
Not being liked. Yeah, for sure.
It's pretty universal. Not being liked. I felt that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a show Friday at Barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the best shows in the city, by the way. I'll add. Very fun. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I was talking to like comics outside, and then I just wasn't connecting. Sometimes I could be a little autistic. Could be a little shy. I'm gonna start saying that. I'm gonna start saying shy instead of autistic.
I think shy is a better word because I feel like autism's a real like
disability,
intense thing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not like well. In my opinion, the trains are like you're not like referencing things in a hyper specific, hyper focusy way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're also making eye contact. You know what I mean? Like
you're
doing things. You're out there.
Yeah, I think I'm just shy.
You're a shy guy.
But I started calling myself autistic because all my friends started calling me autistic.
Right, and it is objectively funnier.
Yeah.
Shy? Okay, who isn't? Get over yourself, dude.
Yeah.
But if you're autistic, oh, buddy.
Yeah, autistic.
We're going in.
Yeah, autistic is like shy plus retarded.
Yeah, sure. You do love that word. Retarded.
It's coming back.
I think it's already back.
It's coming back.
I personally don't like that word.
No?
You want to hear something fun? I did a campaign in high school to end the R word. And let me tell you, it worked.
Yeah?
Yeah, it seems like I need to bring it back.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to we can get into it, but I used to volunteer with a bunch of mental
That's a huge blunder.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
No, it was just sad. It was just sad to see my peers use this word so freely to these people that I used to volunteer with that I liked.
I thought you were going to say
who are
I thought your peers were going to be people who suffered from like mental retardation.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't actually mind too much about other people using it, except for you.
Oh, does it bother you when I say it?
No, not really.
I don't feel good when I say it. I give it
say
that.
it?
I just
also have a lot of
I just
friends.
wanted to test it. I wanted to see if anything has changed inside me.
Yeah.
But nah, I don't.
I guess it does bother me a little bit.
particularly like it.
It doesn't like offend me. It just like it brings up a sad memory of just being like, man, those guys have it tough. That sort of feeling.
Yeah, they do have it tough.
Yeah. Do they? Some would argue they're having a great life, which you can have a great life, but also it's like they are not.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think they know.
Right.
Yeah, they know. You know, one time when I went to the Houston rodeo a couple months ago,
Yeah.
we saw like the pigs in the cage.
Yeah.
And then we looked at their eyes, and they have very human eyes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And like you see them, and you know that they know what's going on. Like they look very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I think that's how mentally challenged people feel.
Yeah.
I think they are aware.
It depends. There's severity to it. It's a whole spectrum.
Yeah. Or maybe they're just shy.
Yeah. Oh, maybe they're just shy. Maybe they're just faking it for all the benefits.
Yeah.
All the government benefits. But okay, so
should I stop saying the word?
It's up to you. Again, I don't find.
All right, I'll keep saying it.
I think you should upgrade. You should find another.
But I've
even
had
worse.
this talk before, and it's hard to find another word for that.
I don't know. You can just go to like idiot or stupid or which used to be and moron. Those all used to mean mentally handicapped, which also is kind of interesting if you think about it. It's just been so long that words have literally evolved to the point where people are desensitized to the point.
Those words got diluted.
Yeah.
Moron.
Yeah, which literally meant like I think mentally it meant something else, but like basically some sort of disability.
Vegetable, imbecile.
Yeah,
imbecile's a good one.
Imbecile's pretty good.
Yeah,
but I think the sound of the word retard. It does have like a nice.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Emil Kim has a good bit about this where he's like, I'm a good guy. Let me say the R word. Like I donate.
Let me do the Chinese accent. Yeah, that's
let me
great.
do it. Give me a little
so
taste
funny.
of being a bad dude.
So
And I'm not hurting
good.
anybody directly. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to a friend who is Muslim and not a comedian, but she was saying like she loves Hassan Minaj because he's like the only Muslim comedian that she knows.
Oh, okay.
And then
There's so many, I feel.
There's so many, but she was like, "Yeah, I just don't like." She goes, "There's like a thing in that community where like with like Muslim fuckboys."
I'm sure there's fuckboys in every community. But what
yeah,
about?
but there's a particular brand of Muslim fuckboy that she's referring to.
Okay.
But then we started talking about Hassan Minaj, and I was like, I'll send you other Muslim comics that I like.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about all the comics that I liked that I was gonna send her, and I think they're all like fuckboys.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I feel like comedy just attracts a lot of fuckboys.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got two right here on camera right now. What's up? I'm going in backwards hat for this ep.
Wow.
Back in my frat days. Rack 'em up. Let's get a game of Pong going.
God, what frat were you a part of? Everybody, please don't say the R word.
Oh, buddy. I didn't bring that up one time. I let that word go. I let the N word go. I let the F word go.
Wow, really?
Well.
Yeah. Were you ripping them?
Nah. We were pretty chill. Yeah. We were known as the hipster frat, I will say.
Oh, that's cool.
It was hipster frat, RAs, gays, and GPAs. That's another one we did. Also, we're very dad-like, apparently.
Dad frat?
Dad frat.
Papa frat.
I think it's interesting. But,
that's
okay,
cool.
So go back to your story. You're hanging outside. Barbershop comedy, one of the best comedy clubs. Shows? One of the best shows.
Yeah, no, I was just talking to the comics, and I couldn't really connect with anybody. And then
who was it? Name names.
I don't remember.
Because it's probably their fault. It's definitely not you.
No, it could very well be me. Sometimes
knowing you.
Sometimes I just don't. Yeah, sometimes I could be a little like socially like off.
You're zonked.
I just wasn't it just wasn't working for me then.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I will say you were talking about this before the pod, but you said that you had great sets.
Yeah,
and then
I did
you
well.
got off and you're just like
yeah, I did well on both of the shows, and then I didn't really feel anything.
Wow.
I think I was a little bummed out because I like didn't make any friends
at the comics out. Were you talking to comics before? I'm assuming.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so you
But
like.
I wasn't
came in-
trying to force myself.
Right.
Yeah, I bought
trying to
everybody
be
water.
organic.
Bought
What?
everybody water because
You brought everyone water?
Yeah,
oh my
bought
god.
water, and I brought
Such
it.
a pick me guy. Oh, please like me. Here's water.
Okay, well, I mean, I thought it was just a
I'm
nice
kidding. It's
gesture.
nice. It's hot. No, that's very nice of you.
Yeah,
I would very much appreciated it.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm a nice guy. I can say the R word. I've earned it.
Yeah. He's bought waters for some fuckboy Muslim comics. So you weren't really connecting before the show, right?
Yeah, I just don't. I feel like
And
It
then
was just a setting. You know,
Yeah.
I like one-on-one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I like communicating to people one-on-one.
Yeah.
Or like group settings. It's
Do you-
hard for me to like.
share focus.
Yeah. You know, it's also hard for me to like jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
and it's a lot of riffing. I don't like riffing. And then what if this happened?
Yeah.
And then this like shut the fuck up, bro. Like
Okay,
imagine
but, like,
if we were talking like this one-on-one, you know how fucking annoying you would be?
No, I feel like you riff sometimes. We riff sometimes, bro. I mean, just like naturally, right?
Dude, bro, what if we were like riffing and then
and then
and then
one
you
of us-
started a riff and then your
then one of
cat
us-
comes
one of
out
us-
and he's got something to say? Like,
yeah,
what?
and then one of us stops,
Who-
and then
bro.
like a fucking plane runs into us, and then
Who
we die.
talks like this?
A bunch of comedians.
Yeah, I know. That's why I like hanging out with outside people.
Yeah. Well, this is funny because last night we were getting food, and this audience member was eating with us, and I was
Yeah.
sitting next to her, and she was like, we were talking about where we're from. She was like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Omaha, Nebraska," and she was like, "That can't be real." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm from Nebraska." She
Yeah.
goes, "I don't know, everything. You seem like a guy who can't stop joking around."
That's kind of
Okay.
that's not far off.
I know. I do. I've been told this many times in
Yeah.
my life that I.
And
I do a
Omaha,
lot of
Nebraska
bits.
does sound like a joke place.
Yeah.
Omaha, Nebraska's a joke. Look at that
Yeah, you're wearing my
Nebraska
clothes.
shirt. Yeah.
I put clothes on your back, and you say
spilled on
treat me.
myself.
No. Do you think I do too many jokes? Am I a big riffer? Not a riffer, but a bitter.
No, I wouldn't say you do too many jokes,
You can
but
say
you're
I
a
do.
jokey guy.
I do a lot of jokey
Yeah.
things. I think it's just on my brain. I'm just like thinking, just like joking around in my brain, and it's
yeah,
all bad.
It's because you're
jokes.
bored.
Yes.
It's because life is so boring
Yes,
and
dude.
people are so fucking slow to you that you have to
Well, I don't know about that.
interject.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
They're
You have to
also
like
R-word.
you have to like ramp up your own brain
I think
with serotonin and stuff.
I think they're just bored.
Yeah.
They're just fucking bored.
There you are. That you're being superior again.
I know. No one can
Just
keep
know
up.
if you're talking to Art and he starts joking around, it's because he thinks he's better than you.
Yeah.
And he has to entertain himself
It's-
because you're
it's
not,
not-
doing it.
I'm not the problem. It's not because I think that I am just so in my head about everything.
Yeah.
It's definitely not that. It's definitely because of you.
Yeah.
The person, the audience. Everyone
Yeah.
I talk to, even if it's one-on-one, you're the audience. And I'm the one superior. I'm the talk show host.
Sad existence.
Yeah.
But I do feel the same a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I don't want to riff. Tell me about your problems. Tell me about your life. It's like
Okay,
wallow
so-
together.
You had good sets, but it was a combination of feeling nothing and also not connecting. It was two things. Or do you think it's one thing?
Yeah. I think it was both things.
Both things.
I just walked
That's a
home
bummer.
afterwards. I was like, another day.
Do you feel this often when you have a good set?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes it just feels like going through the motions.
Yeah, it's like a
Which
job.
I wish I didn't feel that way.
It's a job. A job.
A job, yeah.
Yeah.
But I had some new stuff work.
Right.
It's good.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I did a show last night, and it was fun. It was a good time. It was a
Your soccer show.
Soccer show. It
Well,
went
that
well.
seemed exciting.
It was exciting, and I had a good time, like setting it up and like everything like went off without a hitch. It was a good time. A little hot, but the show ended, and I was just like, yeah, another show
Yeah.
done.
Successful show.
Yeah, I think people liked it.
Yeah.
Soccer was really fun. That was sick.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
So fun.
Yeah.
Just like everyone was just like, let's get to the soccer. What are we doing this show for? We're just like,
Yeah, that's the thing
let's
with
hurry it
comedy.
up.
If there's anything if there's anything accompanying the comedy,
Yeah.
like comedy doesn't really like stand a
it's
chance.
It's secondary.
Yeah.
It's always secondary. But I think
Comedy's very supplementary.
I think what was good was we booked a bunch of comedians who play soccer, and so they're able to talk about soccer, and it was sort of like integrated in all their sets. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's cool.
So it was like kind of a it was still like soccer themed
Yeah.
in a way. So it wasn't just like, all right, so my roommate's weird. They were like talking about like getting slide tackled and like all that shit.
My
you know?
roommate's weird. I was making eggs and he slide tackled me.
Pretty good bit. You just can't stop riffing.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're a riffing guy. I think you
think
like
so?
to riff sometimes.
I like to riff. I like to rant.
You do a lot of wordplay stuff.
Yeah.
You're a riffer. Don't try to. You're not a riffer.
There's an R word I don't disagree. I don't agree with.
You're riff-tarded. This guy can't riff. He's the R word.
Riff-tarded.
Riff-tarded.
Good
Which is
Lord.
not, look, again, tarded is not a bad word. I want to make that clear.
Tarded?
Tarded. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I think sometimes you're just out of serotonin, you can't connect, and you just don't feel present, and then you can't enjoy the moments that
I was
are
reading Andre Agassi's book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read another R word for you fucking
readers.
readers. Yeah, no, he had this quote about like winning, and then he's like, winning never feels as good as losing feels bad.
Yeah, the intensity of both, right?
Yeah. Because like you win and it never feels like as good that long. Like it doesn't feel good that long.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, you win, you're successful, it's like very fleeting, you feel good for like literally an hour, a few minutes.
Do you feel like you're always like, what's the next thing?
Not really.
Okay. I feel like that's me. I'm like, all right, I did well, what's the next thing? So I can't like, it's always like,
Yeah.
I can't like just be present. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe I've just been spoiled.
Everything's been too good.
Yeah, I just feel
Forever.
like I've flown too close to the sun.
You
You
Icarus
know?
yourself, yeah.
Yeah. Now like
Could be it.
little victories don't feel like victories anymore.
Right.
They just feel expected.
I was going to say that. I feel like when we do this, it's like this is part of the job. Like this is how it's supposed to go.
Right.
So when it doesn't go the way it's supposed to go, you're like, something's really fucked up. Then
Yeah.
you start spiraling, then you start really reevaluating everything. You're like, something is messed up with my life.
Would you rather feel bad or would you rather feel nothing?
I don't know. I know people say they'd rather feel nothing, or they'd rather feel bad than nothing, because at least you're feeling something. I don't know if that's true.
That's kind of how I feel sometimes.
You'd rather feel bad?
Like whenever I'm feeling nothing, I romanticize feeling bad. 'Cause
Oh, I
at
guess-
least I'm feeling something.
I guess when I feel nothing, I feel bad too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel this? This is dangerous to say, but like, do you ever feel like whenever things are secure,
Yeah.
you ever feel like you had, like in like a relationship? Do you ever
Uh-huh.
feel like you wish that there was like some anxiety in the relationship? Because then at least like there'd
I don't
be
think
some
so.
excitement.
No. I
No.
don't think I felt that.
Oh.
I think this is common though. I
Yeah.
don't like security.
You like security.
I think I like
I
security.
like it too.
Yeah.
But
I think I prefer it.
yeah.
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 But not no. You
But
prefer,
there
are
have
moments-
like been fleeting thoughts
Yeah.
of like why am I feeling the way I'm feeling, and then I answer myself, I'm like, because there's nothing wrong.
right.
And
Oh, do you think it's because you have lived most of your life, or a lot of moments in your life, that you expect things to go wrong, and you've conditioned yourself to feel
I
this
think
way?
so. Yeah,
That's probably what it is.
And
This is a
like-
trauma response. This
Maybe
is like,
And
just
then
like
whenever like there's
bracing
nothing,
yourself.
when there's nothing to be anxious about,
Yeah.
it's like your brain's like grasping for things
Right.
to like stress about.
Because you're so used to things being crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got to get used to things not being crazy.
Yeah. It's like people who grew up with noise,
Yeah.
like falling asleep with noise.
Yeah.
Now the silence freaks them out.
Dude, that used to be me.
Really?
Well, I didn't grow up with noise, but I used to always need auditory, like
When you
like
sleep.
music.
Yeah.
Not when I sleep, but like going
Oh.
around, like just walking around
Yeah.
and like doing anything. I always had music on. But then I took acid, and that changed forever.
Oh, really?
Not even joking.
Wow.
Yeah. I kept my one acid thought was like, there's so much in the silence because there's no music playing. I was just sitting in a room.
Wow.
It was quiet.
What were you hearing in the silence?
Just I don't know,
Nothing?
just like house sounds.
And nothing had value.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
It was like little like subtle things that you're just like that's so cool. I can
Okay.
hear that.
Well, that kind of ties back to what we were saying. Like maybe there is like value in nothingness.
Maybe.
Maybe there's something there.
It is bad to feel. I don't know. I don't know if is it bad to feel nothing? Probably.
Maybe you should appreciate those moments.
This is, I think, the struggle of being present, right?
Man, I don't like being present. I'd rather be any other version of myself than the present.
Well, you're probably getting
version.
anxious when nothing's happening, right? You just said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't like the anxiety that comes with nothingness.
Right.
So you got to find a way to deal with that.
Or just be okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit in it, if you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a little annoying.
Well, solve that.
Next problem. So racism. This is tough. No, but I think it is annoying when you like have a solid show and you're like, all right, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But does that make you better? You think?
Probably. It probably like drives you to do something different.
Exactly.
And like
Try to
write
do
new
better.
material.
Try to feel something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a new bit about my dad being detained and tortured, but it's I've been writing it and it's coming out to be like pretty sizable.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to use up all my time on the story that I wasn't sure if it was going to work.
Yeah.
But I need to because I think it would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd rather do something good than just not do it because you think it's too long. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can be one of those comics who just spend 20 minutes to get the one punchline.
Yeah. And it's a joke that like I think if it goes badly,
Yeah.
I don't think I will recover from it in the set.
But that's a good risk.
Because like where do you go after talking about your dad being tortured?
I don't know. But
Yeah.
that's exciting. That's
Anyways,
an exciting.
Anybody here dating?
Yeah. My roommate keeps slide tackling me. Yeah, you should. I think that's a good risk. I think that's a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in that like realm of like.
I think it'll work though. I think that joke I think it's funny.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited. I will say, speaking of comedy things, you want to hear a fun blunder?
Yeah, that's what the pod's about.
That's the pod. Yeah, none of this emotional stuff. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
That's boring. That's nothing. Here's the exciting stuff.
There
Okay.
we go.
I was taking a show at the. I guess we can talk about it. Yeah, I was playing the music. Wasn't on it. I've already done the show, so I'm just there to hang out.
You're like
Wahoo.
DJing.
What?
You're like DJing.
I'm DJing.
Nice.
We're literally just sliding the volume bar up and down between comics. That's all I do.
Yeah, teching a show sounds a lot more involved than what it actually is.
Yeah, it really is just like, I don't know why. I mean, I appreciate it. They're my friends that I'm doing it for. But it's like, you can ask literally anyone to do this. I will say people don't quite understand the idea of like fade in, fade out. Like, it's kind of hard for a lot of people.
I think you just explained it.
But people,
you fade in, you fade out.
People struggle to do it. I'm not even kidding.
I believe it.
People are like, "Oh shit, I got to do it." Like, I think people just forget to do it.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, oh, I gotta do that. You know. What I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, taking a show, the Wahoo show at the Stand. Check it out. Good friends of mine. Good show. But anyway, there was a comic.
Let me do your show. I promise I'll feel something.
I'm not gonna talk about it on the pod in that way. We won't bring it up. But anyway, it was a solid show. Everything was going fine. Everyone's doing well. The room is non-black. That's important for the story. It is a pretty white room. And there's a comic on stage
At the Stand?
Yikes. Burning bridges over here. Hey, I think you guys get a pretty diverse crowd. And I love that crowd. Would love to be performing with them one day. But this one comic, their last bit is like a scripted thing. All right. So they gave a script to an audience member who is not black, but he is like brown or something. He is darker toned.
Oh,
my favorite race.
Oh, so he's like he's brown, like he's Indian.
I think he's brown.
Okay.
He's not black. He said himself, this is part of the story.
Yeah.
So he's on a date. This is a first date.
Wow.
Okay. So the comic and this audience member are going back and forth in the script, and then the audience member starts going off script.
Oh, don't do that.
Says the N-word. Says the N-word.
Wow.
And throws the comic off. I don't remember exactly what the comic said, but the thing ended, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Like the whole audience was like, "What is going on? Was that part of the script?" And the comic was like, "I want to make it clear that was not part of my script."
I gotta say, that is the funniest thing that audience member could have said.
Like
if you're an audience member and the comic gives you a slip of paper,
yeah,
and says read this,
yeah.
that should be the first thing that you say.
he did sort of try to fuck with the comic, but being like, you wrote that? That's crazy. So anyway, I see what he's doing now.
Yeah, that's.
But
funny.
you shouldn't have said it. You know what I mean? That's a crazy.
Right,
thing to say.
right. You could have implied it.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
you could have been like the N word, and you'd be like, whoa, I can't believe you wrote that, and that would have been funny.
You could have said, you want me to say this on Juneteenth?
Yes, that would have been funny.
That would have been good.
That would have been a funny thing to
Yeah.
do. It was the show was on Juneteenth, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. That's why there's no black people.
Wow.
There. But
Wow.
they were busy celebrating the holiday. But anyway, the whole audience was like, "What the fuck?" Right?
Yeah.
And the comic had to be like, "I didn't write that. I want to make that clear."
Wow.
And then they like literally ended their set was like they were like, "Well, that was weird. Give it up for me." And then everyone's like, "Yeah."
Wow.
And then they leave, and another comic comes on like 2 comics later. Didn't see everything that just transpired. It starts to do crowd work with those 2 people again. So this comic, the new comic, starts talking to the date and was like, "Oh, how do you guys like know each other?" And then she was really embarrassed. She was like, you know, I don't really. It's a whole story. I don't want to get into it. And everyone's like, the vibe is weird, right?
Yeah.
And so the comic on stage was like, why is the vibe so weird right here?
Because he didn't see what just happened.
Not at all.
Wow.
So they're like, why is the vibe so weird?
Why?
And then,
I feel like comics should watch the show a little bit.
it's a lot of show.
They should watch like the comic before them.
At least, but this was like 2 comics later.
Okay.
Yeah. So they don't. No one. Everyone. Literally, someone in the audience just yells out, "He's canceled."
The audience members canceled.
We canceled him.
Nah, bro.
And the comic was like, what? And then like turned to the guy and was like, "What did you do?"
Yeah.
And then the guy.
He was like, I said the N-word. I'll be headlining this club in 2 weeks.
The guy. Yeah. I'll be here. Comedy's easy.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
Wow.
Yeah, he actually gained 10,000 followers.
Yeah,
at
he
one
gained
moment.
10,000 followers.
That's all it
And
takes
he's
in
moving to
comedy.
Austin.
Yeah. He actually got booked on Comedy Mothership.
Yeah.
Oh, see, a little riff right there. Okay. every time.
Shit, you got me. You got me riffing with my pants down.
Every time we riff, I'm gonna point it out
Oh, no.
and end it.
Well, I mean, you got to do it on a podcast.
You can't pick and choose where you riff.
Yeah.
That's how human interaction goes, Vic.
Shit.
Maybe you are autistic. Anyway, what is riffing? Google what is riffing. Okay, so this guy was like, I did something wrong I shouldn't have. He literally said that. And then the comic's like, what did you do? Just do it. Tell me.
It's like, take a guess,
And then-
brother. You
yeah.
know what he did.
And then someone told him like, hey, he said the N-word
Yeah.
or something. And then the comic was like, oh, I'm not gonna talk about that. Anyway, let's move on. And just like went to the rest of the set. And then one of the hosts came on after that comic got off and was like, yep, we're not gonna address that. We're gonna keep the show going. And it was let me tell you, kind of awkward.
Yeah,
for
it is a little awkward.
the show.
Yeah.
And they're on a first date and he just does that. Well, that's so bold.
Yeah, that'll give her the ick.
That yeah.
Yeah.
Gave her, or if she was that kind of person, actually like oh, okay, what's
Like
the
she
opposite?
respects it.
Green flag.
Mm.
This guy says the N-word. Green
I've
flag.
I've seen guys like that
Yeah.
who are so like just out there and abrasive.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have a way of turning it around.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. To where they're like, that's just Eddie.
Yeah, I think
You know?
they're that's just how they've done it all their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like a like everyone kind of likes the class clown, you know what I mean? Who's like kind of a dick and it's like, oh, it's kind of
Yeah.
endearing in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're fucking around. I will say, I think that's what it is. It's like a lack of care and people like not caring. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
It's
Not
so
really.
Riz. It's so much
But-
Riz.
Riz, another R word.
Riz-tarded. But yeah, have you seen Community, the TV show?
I've heard of it.
There's a famous episode where there's this guy who comes to town, and
Comes
Britta
to town.
comes to town, and Britta was like, "Oh my God, that's my ex. Like, please don't let me contact him at all.
Wow.
I know if I'll contact him, I'll sleep with him. I don't want that. I really don't want that."
Nice. Yeah.
And so Britta's crush, Jeff Winger, is like, what is his secret? What does this guy have that I don't have? Right? Goes and meets the guy. And he's like, tell me your secret, man. What do you do to all these? Like, how do you get all these women? And he just goes, I just have no shame. I just don't care. And he's
Wow.
like, whoa. And he's like, yeah, it's how. It's like, you know, they come to me.
I don't think people are really attracted to shamelessness.
But I think this is sort of like along the lines of like it's sort of a confidence in a way, right?
Oh, I see.
You kind of just like do whatever and you just don't care. It's just like, this is who I am. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes you're an asshole and it's annoying.
But do you want to attract people who are attracted to shamelessness?
Probably not. But that's
they're
I mean,
probably
that's a whole
gross.
Yeah.
They're probably shameless in themselves.
They probably don't give a fuck if you lived or died, which is bad.
Yeah, but
relationship.
also just probably like physically disgusting.
Oh, sure. Yeah, he was like a really skinny, like bearded, gross kind of looking guy, and that's part of it. He was like, "What do you have? You look like a nobody." He's like, "I just have."
Oh, I see. Yeah. Wow.
Anyway, that made me think of it. Pretty good ep. No riffs there.
Community. No, I haven't really watched that show, but I heard it was good.
It's very good.
I haven't really seen The Office. I haven't seen
The Office
Community.
is incredible.
Yeah, I know.
One of
I'm
the best
not very
comedies of all
like
time.
sitcom literate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't watch Seinfeld until it was on Netflix.
Seinfeld's all right.
Yeah.
A
I
little
like
mid.
Seinfeld. I mean, I feel like
It's an endearing show, I'd say.
it's like the prototype. Like it
Yeah.
invented like the modern sitcom, right?
Yep. Yeah, like that awkward humor, cringe stuff.
Yeah. I feel like it's overrated because of its existence.
Sure.
Right. I don't know. Never seen it.
And I never will. Anyway, yeah, it was a fun blunder that happened. I had a sort of another blunder yesterday at another comedy show.
What?
A soccer show.
What happened?
Okay, I'm not going to name names, but...
Just name them.
All right. Nah, I can't. It's
Joe
a little- It's
DeRosa.
a little embarrassing if she listens to this pod. Okay, so we were playing soccer, all
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And, okay, I thought you were...
Oh, you thought I was gonna riff?
I was waiting.
Never.
Riff. We've exited the riff zone. Yeah, this is a millennial coded podcast. Permission to leave the riff zone. That's so stupid. Anyway, so we're playing soccer. It gets kind of intense. You've been there. You've played there.
Indoor.
It gets a little intense.
Yeah.
People are fighting for their lives out there, right? This girl who's also a comic, she was doing a show next door.
Both.
She is tiny. She is probably 4'10". Like, she's very short.
Is it Molly?
Fuck. Maybe.
All right.
May or may not be Molly. Anyway, let's just say no. So this tiny comic comes in, and I was playing at this point, right? So because we rotate out teams, doesn't matter. I was playing, and I see one of my teammates leave the indoor play space. And then Molly hops in, and she's wearing, again, this is kind of intense. So we're wearing cleats, we're wearing like gym shorts, we're wearing like our jerseys.
Oh, you
like,
got the
it's kind
gear
of, like,
on. Okay.
We got gear. Everyone has gear on, right?
yeah.
Because people are there to play. She comes in wearing a small dress and Sperry's.
Oh shit.
And I was like, and she was like, I'm here to play now. And like has this big smile on her face. And I was like, we all looked at each other and we're like, I looked at Molly.
Let's go.
Because I felt kind of like the leader, not the host of the whole thing.
Superior
A
art.
little superior, right?
Yeah.
And I looked at her. I looked at this girl, unnamed girl, could or could not be Molly, who knows? And I go, Are you sure? You're 100%. This is not a joke. You actually want to play?
Right.
We're all like sweaty, you know. We're all looking at her, and she's smiling. She's like, yeah, I want to play, yeah. And I was just like, all right, let's play. I was really nervous.
How long until she got severely hurt?
That was my first thought. I was like, she's gonna get hurt, 100%.
Yeah.
But so we all like kind of chilled out. I think because of her.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, kind of ruined the game a little bit.
Oh, you hear that, Molly?
A little bit.
May or may not be Molly.
Not Molly. But anyway, she probably lasted like 3 minutes in there. She's like, "This is not for me," and like pieced out. But dude, it was
Dampened
like
the mood.
it wasn't. One, it was just like dangerous.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, these balls are flying around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like we have cleats on, you can get cleated.
It would have been very easy to tell her no.
I didn't want to be like, you can't play, because it's just like, this is a casual. This isn't like serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it would have been a whole like thing of being like, you can't play
because you're a woman.
It's dangerous. It's like, well, I can't. And then it's just like, I knew
it literally was dangerous.
It was dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like she came in cleats and you guys, no, you have a vagina.
No,
you
I think it's
can't
one of those.
Get your uterus out of this field.
No, that wasn't the issue.
It wasn't that at all. Yeah.
If she was like dressed up, ready to play,
she was in a dress and fucking space. She was
yeah.
Yeah, she was ready to go boating.
I think if she was dressed up ready to play, I'd be like, all right, you can play it. It's
Of
not it's not a
course.
woman's small thing. It was like literally like she wasn't geared up. And also, I don't think she's ever played soccer in her life.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It would have been completely appropriate to
Right.
tell her, like, hey, I don't think that's a good idea.
But I think it's one of those things where it's like, hey, if you, all right, yeah, come on in.
But you're going to learn today.
You gotta learn.
You're gonna
that's
learn.
That's one of the things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm very much a guy.
You made
who's
a
like,
big mistake being 4'10 today.
I just thought it was
You're playing
insane.
with the big boys.
And I hate to say
Archive.
it did sort of ruin
Human
the vibe.
giant.
It ruined the vibe because whenever she got the ball, everyone like kind of backed off, and we're like, yeah, take the ball,
Strategic master.
take the ball. No, because then we were like, I can't go 100%. Now I have to go 20%.
If only you had a 5'6" misogynist there playing. Or
Who? You.
may or may not.
Got it. At first I was like, Terry? He's a good guy.
Is Terry 5'6"?
No, he's like 5'8" or
Oh.
something. But that's why I was like, Terry? Anyway, that was sort of a blunder. I probably I don't regret letting her play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially the guy who like left so that she could come in. He was like really fucking good. I'm like, damn, we need that guy on our team.
Damn.
But that's not my main worry.
What did you do on Juneteenth?
I tech the Wahoo show.
Well, like during the day.
And I supported a black-owned business.
Which was what?
Can't remember the name of it. But just the stand. That's what I supported.
Right. Yeah, classic.
Nah, I didn't. I just did that. I had Juneteenth. Oh, I went to the beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's nice.
that's what I really did.
Yeah.
Went to the beach. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Hot.
It was so hot.
It was hot. It was good.
Yeah.
Did you do anything for Juneteenth? Did you get off?
Yeah, I had off. My girlfriend and I, we just we went thrift shopping.
Oh yeah.
Went to L Train Vintage. Never really gone thrift shopping before.
Oh
but
really? I love.
It was nice.
this
It was
thing.
nice to be amongst the plebes, rummaging for trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got some cool stuff.
Fighting.
Yeah,
Nice.
and
I
then
love thrifting.
Juneteenth is my dad's birthday.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What did he do? He
I'm
kneeled.
I'm sure he celebrated hard.
Black Power.
Yeah. So interesting. My dad. So Juneteenth. I mean, you probably know this. Is whenever the last slaves in America found out that they were free.
Yeah.
But they found out in
Texas.
Galveston, Texas.
Yeah,
Galveston,
yeah.
Texas.
Thank you, Texas.
Thank you, Galveston. Yeah.
Fernando kept saying that at work, or the day before. He's like,
Thank you.
"You're welcome
Texas.
for that."
Yeah.
He kept saying that.
Yeah.
Fernando Texan, by the way. You're welcome for that. He kept saying that.
But my dad also went to high school in Galveston.
Oh, okay.
No,
And he remembers freeing the slaves.
he remembers. Yeah,
He's
he
that
remembers
old.
doing it. Yeah. He's an ally, my dad. Despite everything he says, he's an ally.
This reminds me of one time at work. There was the facilities guy. He's a black guy. All right, which is important for the story. And he's the guy who like makes sure we get catered lunch like once a month, and he like makes sure everything runs smoothly. He gets the food for everybody, right? And he's like making sure that there's like napkins and plates and all that shit, right? And so sometimes he'll like walk up and down the food line, just like check if he needs to switch out trays or anything. And I was in the food line getting food, and just like he's the nicest guy. I was chatting with him. I was like, dude, the food looks so good. Like this is awesome that you did this. And then he goes, yeah. It looks really good. I slaved away really hard for this. Like he
yeah.
caught himself saying it, but he like said it anyways.
Yeah.
And then we're like, me and the other coworkers were like, yeah, man. Thanks for that. I didn't really know what to say. He's like, yeah. My mom and I, we cooked this. Like clearly joking.
Yeah.
He like tried to backtrack. He's like, oh, I just said it. I'm a black guy who just said I'm slaving away.
Oh, he addressed it?
No, he didn't say it.
Oh,
He just
no.
like there's an air of awkwardness.
Yeah.
For a moment, we're just like, yeah, you did great, man.
My old roommate, he had this thing. He was white, but he worked with his black coworker.
Yeah.
Who would like use a colloquialism. That's the word, right?
Yeah.
He would go, all right, boss. Okay, boss. I got you, boss. You know?
Yeah.
But then he would say it to my white roommate, and it would make my roommate so uncomfortable. He would come home and like complain about it. He's like, this black guy keeps calling me boss at work.
Yeah.
No, like it makes me feel bad.
I think boss is when it goes into like master, then it gets crazy.
Yes,
that's
master.
crazy.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah.
Oh, this may have been a blunder.
White guilt
Juneteenth,
is
I was
strong.
yeah.
It's
On-
strong, baby.
On Juneteenth, I was trying to think of like ways to celebrate Juneteenth.
Yeah.
So I was singing to my girlfriend. I was going, "Happy Juneteenth, Happy Juneteenth to ya, Happy Juneteenth."
That's funny.
Happy-
You should record this. There needs to be Juneteenth music.
Yeah. There needs to be a song.
A song, yeah. And you should write it.
Happy Juneteenth.
There shouldn't be
to
any
ya.
other person who does
Happy
music.
Juneteenth, Happy Juneteenth to ya.
There's no other lyrics.
Yeah.
Not addressing anything else. It's just Happy Juneteenth. Not quite sure what it is, but Happy Juneteenth. Yeah.
I love when black people sing Happy Birthday. That's the best part
Is that
of
how they sing it?
That's the reference.
I had no idea.
You never seen it?
I've never seen it.
Like anytime like you're at they sing they'll do the happy birthday. Like,
Yeah.
Happy birthday to
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
and everybody's just waiting to get to the black version. Because
Right.
after the regular version, they go Happy birthday to
I
you.
do not know this.
Happy birthday. You don't know that?
Don't have enough black friends.
Oh
who
my
invited- Well,
god,
they never invited me to a birthday party.
brother,
Sorry. I'm sorry.
that's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
Bro, you should have worked on Juneteenth.
I begged.
That's crazy.
I begged to work on Juneteenth. And they said no.
Wow.
We are a progressive company. I was like, all right. I didn't think it was funny.
Am I
like,
allowed to sing it like that?
Probably not. Prob's not.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Well, not my words. But I did think it was funny. I was going to the beach and the trains were packed. And I was like, man, it's mainly white people on this train who have it off. That was an
I
interesting
thought about that
observation.
too. Yeah,
it's
I
kind of
was
an
like-
interesting observation.
I was thinking about Juneteenth. I was like, it's mostly white people off today.
Yeah, I think it's like all the white collar jobs get off. Kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
rough.
Yeah.
Not saying it's a good thing. Saying just pointing it out. People.
I also
trying to
had this
cancel us.
thought. I didn't
Yeah.
like that Juneteenth was right in the middle of the week this year. It was on a Wednesday.
Mhm.
And I kind of would have rather to have worked.
Yeah.
Because-
Like do like a Friday or something.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. But then you can't complain about Juneteenth because I'm not even supposed to have that holiday.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can't be like,
Understand.
oh man, Juneteenth, not my favorite holiday. 'Cause
Right.
Then, you know.
I know companies who gave only people of color off or something like that, or like black or something.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this? Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. It shouldn't even be people of color. It should be only black people.
Right.
who get-
I think someone like there's a thing on like maybe like Twitter or some shit where they like tried to convince HR that they were black. And they were black.
Yeah.
And they just like didn't believe them or something like that.
Well, it's just like
Where's the line? You know what
yeah, that raises a lot of problems.
I
I
mean? Right.
think.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like, like theoretically it makes sense.
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh, I'm a light skinned black
Nah,
guy.
I say free them all. Let everybody off.
Yeah, honestly, everyone should get off. Everyone should get off.
Yeah. hmm
Black.
And
white.
I'm thankful.
Yeah. Thank you, Texans, for
I
doing
used to
that.
say, like,
Good people.
Yeah.
I love the Texans.
My dad's birthday's on Juneteenth, so I would say like, nah, I don't ever celebrate Juneteenth because I'm too busy celebrating my dad. My dad's birthday.
Oh, such a good guy.
Mm,
You're always trying to
yeah.
be a good guy.
Mhm.
I wish you were more shameless and a bad guy.
You don't think I was shameless when I sang Happy Juneteenth?
Yeah, no, you definitely were. You don't give an F.
Happy Juneteenth.
Stop, you can't do that.
Are you sure?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Are you sure I can't? I guess.
Look,
we'll
I'm
find
not
out.
saying you can or cannot. I'm just saying I would not.
You didn't even know about it.
And now I won't ever do
You
it.
thought I was just singing a jingle. You didn't even know what I was referencing.
I thought you were literally doing a jingle. I guess I'm very progressive. I don't see color.
Yeah, you don't hear it either.
Don't hear it. Don't
You
see
never
it.
like at a restaurant or something. Whenever like it's like a black guy's birthday, and then like the fan like
No.
they sing to him.
Nah.
No, never.
Nah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess because you're from Nebraska and I'm from Houston.
Yeah, I'm from a very segregated part of the world.
50 Cent moved to Houston. Now he's like a Republican.
That makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah.
And in what way? Hates immigrants, hates Mexicans.
No,
met
he
too
was
many
like
in
he was like
Texas.
posing with like conservative politicians. Yeah.
That makes sense.
He's also like a billionaire.
I think once you get rich enough, you're like starting to
Yeah.
go Republican.
Mhm.
Have you seen his this is one of my favorite things about 50 Cent. He does magic tricks on stage.
Really?
Yeah, he'll do like a quick 2-second outfit change, but it's like a magic trick kind of outfit change. So he'll
I think I've seen that.
he'll be like walking on stage, a bunch of smoke would come out, and then he'll walk through the smoke, and his outfit will be completely different. And it's incredible.
Whoa!
It's like literally 2 seconds, and he's just like in a whole different.
I think
outfit.
I saw
It's
that.
Awesome.
I think I saw that when he moved to Houston. He walked out, and then he was wearing like a New York, like maybe like a New York Knicks or like some New York sports team jersey.
Yeah.
And then he walks out, and then like I guess wires pull it off of him
Whoa!
real fast, and then under it he's wearing like Houston Rockets apparel or Houston Texans or something. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, that's how he announced that he was
when you do
like he got traded to Houston or something. That's stupid.
When you do that for your 30-hour or whatever, you should do that as you walk out.
Oh, like
switch
switch to New York.
Yeah, no, or just like have an outfit change with like chains on you. You walk out. That's how you open.
That's so like excessive.
And just go, this is the old me, and then this is the new me.
I think it's so stupid when comics have like specials.
Yeah.
And then like the first minute of the special is like they're walking out, and then like the fucking laser lights are going.
I love it. I think it's
like,
so stupid.
Put your hands together for fucking archive.
think
You
that's
walk
awesome.
out there with your arms up, and everybody's like, "Woo!"
think
And you
that's
tell your
awesome.
first joke, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
oh,
okay,
my
what if the first
God.
joke is good?
Huh?
What if the first joke is good? Then it's
But
worthwhile.
it doesn't. It's not gonna be better than all of like the laser lights and the pyrometrics.
But that's
and
why
stuff.
it's funny. I love
Remember
it.
when Kevin Hart had that special
Yeah.
and he had like fire in the back?
Sick.
It's like, what the hell are you doing?
It was awesome.
It's like that was the beginning of his like decline. Yeah.
He's too rich.
The only
now.
comic who pulled that off was Cat Williams when he had that
Ah,
every day
Cat
I'm hustling.
Williams, so funny.
That you remember that bit?
Nah.
Jesus Christ!
Look, I've seen Cat Williams maybe like 2 times.
You never seen that bit?
Maybe.
Oh, it's so good.
I've seen. I can't remember. Can't remember any. Cat
DJ,
Williams
don't
bits.
play it again. You never seen that?
No, that sounds hilarious. I don't remember this bit.
Do you remember? You ever see Cat Williams' insurrectionist bit?
I don't think so. I'm not a huge Cat Williams fan. I just do. The bits I've seen, I'm like, he's so funny.
Oh yeah.
He's crazy.
Damn man.
Slapping bitches. That's the thing he does, right?
Probably.
That's one of the bits. He's like,
Yeah. Probably.
backhand. Yeah. Backhand, front hand.
Yeah.
He like talks about.
We
yeah.
like very different Cat Williams bits.
Well, I haven't like.
The bit that I'm talking about is like it's like genius.
I'm sure he's a genius comic.
Yeah.
He's insane. That's why it's so funny.
Yeah.
He's like sprinting around stage. He's like profusely sweating. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
He seems like an insane person.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
Should get him on the
Didn't he
pod.
get beat up
I'm
by
sure.
like he like showed up at like a high school or middle school or something. A bunch of middle schools beat him up. It's like a video of him like right after he got beat. They're like recording him. He's like leaning
so
on the
funny.
school
Yeah.
wall and he's like all busted up. He's like,
Please stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I think more comedians should get beat up. Like literally the shit beat out of them. I think
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
think so,
comedians
too.
would actually like it though. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Sort of masochist in a way.
Yeah.
It's a comedy heavy episode.
I think they kind of all are.
Really?
Well, last time we literally talked about open mic drama.
Yeah, it's true. But that's
Yeah.
just the last episode. We don't usually do that.
Yeah.
We can get personal. What are your insecurities?
I'm not black enough.
You can change that.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think the key is like you can't try to be blacker. That's
corny.
that's corny. Like
Yeah.
people know when you're trying. It's like
For
I
sure.
think people just appreciate whenever you know who you are and
Yeah.
you just be that. You know?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So what are your insecurities then? Do you have any?
My penis is tiny.
Is that for real?
Nah. I tried to pull that one on my girlfriend.
Sure. And you're like, and then you do it, and she's like, "Oh my god, yeah."
No, I made a
Holy
joke.
shit.
I made a joke about having a small penis, and she
Yeah.
was like, I would not date you if you. I
She
was
said
like,
that?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah.
No way.
I don't think I have a big one,
Wait,
but I
wait,
don't
wait.
think it's. I don't think it's like tiny.
Wait,
I don't
so
think it's like comically small.
your girlfriend is body negative.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That
Body
actually That
negative.
makes me. That pisses me off.
What?
Yeah. Okay, if you like love a person and their dick is too small, and you're like, that's a deal breaker.
Aren't those things that you have to consider?
No.
What, bro?
Not as a deal breaker. That's insane to me. Right?
But couldn't that be a huge con?
No, there's plenty of solutions in the bedroom. This is insane that you think this is the deal breaker.
But it's definitely an obstacle.
Yeah, but then you get over it. If you love a person, you get over it.
But isn't that like aren't those things that you check like okay, doesn't that lend itself to compatibility, like overall compatibility, like sexual chemistry?
I'm talking about like this is the thing that you're like this is it.
I'm not saying that like one has like that should be a deal breaker. But I'm saying like that does kind of matter.
It does, sure.
Like compatibility, like sexual compatibility.
Absolutely, but I don't think it's like the only thing. That's not the only thing that should be considered. And I think if it's the only thing that you consider, you're a bad person. If that's like the deal breaker, or if you're like, this is a huge issue for me, you're a bad person. Especially if you really find yourself compatible with this person in other ways.
No, I think that if that is something that you prioritize and is important to you, then for the sake of yourself and the relationship,
Sure.
Yeah, don't put y'all through that.
I think you're a little, I don't know. I think you're a little shallow. If you really like this person, everything's going great, and they have a small dick, and you're like, oh, I gotta find a new person, grow up. That's insane to me. That's insane.
No, I think growing up is, acknowledging like this is important to me.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I need that. I know that I need that.
A big dick is important to me. That's
to
so
some people,
crazy.
maybe that is important to some people.
Yeah, for fucking immature losers.
I mean, they're not gonna be with me, but if that is something
That's
that
so
some
crazy.
people prioritize, and I can't blame them. They
I find
need
that
a
to be
big old dick in their life.
That's embarrassing, in my opinion. That's embarrassing. That's like that's something you do in like high school.
But it's like preference. It's like personal preference.
I guess, dude. Again, this is someone. If you're someone who's just like, I really like this person, but they have a small dick, they're gone. It's insane to me.
Well, I don't really think that's what happened there. But I think
you made it seem that way, though.
Huh?
You made it seem that way. Like you literally said if my girlfriend said if that was true, then we wouldn't date. That's saying a deal breaker.
Okay, I think
that's crazy.
I think you did sort of. You caught me in check. Caught me in check, but not checkmate, brother.
Look, we just gotta.
Well, what if she was just saying that? What if she was just saying that my overall personality is so mid that if I did have a tiny dick, that would be enough for her to leave me?
Sure. I'll take that, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, sure. But then that's main.
I don't have a big dick.
Sure.
I don't think I have a small dick. I think my penis is adequate enough to supplement my mid personality. It's enough to make me tolerable.
Well, here's the thing. I think if you're dating someone who has a mid personality, that is also like you got to get out.
Why?
That's insane. You're just dating a boring person.
But some people like boring. What if
Oh my
what if
God,
some people
that's crazy.
What if that's like security for them? What if boring
Jesus
feels
Christ.
secure for them?
No, I feel like if you there are boring people who are out there for boring people.
That's what I'm saying.
But I think if you realize you're dating a boring person, then you are the personalities are inequitable. It's not the same. It's incongruent. You know what I mean? If you have that awareness that you are dating a boring person, then you're not the boring person.
Yeah.
You got to get out.
But okay, I think we're talking about different things though. You're talking about one person perceiving the other person as boring.
Yeah.
I'm talking about two objectively boring people.
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
okay with me.
Yeah.
Right.
I have friends like that.
I think
I one of my best friends is boring, and
Yeah.
his partner's boring, I think.
Okay.
And but I think that they're like great for each other
Wow. That's crazy.
because they're content with like their boring lives.
And do they realize this, you think, with each other?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And I feel a little nervous saying that into a microphone.
Because they might be listening.
Saying that they're boring, yeah.
They might be here right now.
But I think that's endearing, and I think that works for them. So
Maybe.
like, let them have that. Yeah.
But you think,
Or maybe he's boring. He has a huge cock.
Do you think their personalities are like literally to other people? Other people find them to be boring.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah. And I think they're comfortable that way. And I think that's fine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And they're aware to each other that they're boring people.
Yeah, because like
Wow.
their degree of like, I don't know, excitement
Yeah.
is like maybe not that high.
Sure.
So what they are is perfect for each other.
Well, I don't
And
think
that's sweet.
It's not like excitement. It's not like you're doing exciting things. I think boring people are just like very they're like numb to everything in their lives. Like they are, you know what I mean? Like that's sort of like
Maybe I'm being superior now. Maybe I'm feeling like I'm looking down at their like regular lives and I'm like boring.
I mean, it's a whole multifaceted issue, and we're not going to solve today.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But I don't think their personalities are boring.
Okay, this is
I don't think they sit around like, you know, so what did you do today? Oh yeah,
I think I'm imagining people who
I
don't
had granola for breakfast,
they don't, like,
granola
laugh
for
with
lunch,
each other.
and tomato for dinner.
I think I know couples who are literally like, we're not like they're not finding joy in each other. That's a boring person to me. I think what they do can be boring, that's fine. But I think if you're like being with a person you don't find joy, that's in my mind real true boringness.
Oh yeah,
but they find security instead of the
yeah.
actual joy, and you're just like, I'm just here for convenience. Like that is true boringness.
That's sad.
That's what I'm saying. You leave them. Find some
Yeah.
joy in your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather talk about comedy stuff.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
That's so interesting.
This is actually very interesting.
Yeah.
Because we're getting like the human psychology of.
And I feel like this is where we disagree on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think we found common ground.
Do you think you have a big old penis?
No.
No. Yeah.
Or
me
do
neither.
I? You gotta have an air.
I
of
don't think
mystery.
so because you got pretty defensive. You're like,
About
you would
what?
leave somebody over not having a big penis? You got pretty defensive
No,
there,
I just
buddy.
think I have an issue with like the body positivity movement. This is for real. Like people are like, "Oh, it should be body positive," but then like a lot of women say that, and then be like, "Well, instead of dudes with small dicks," and it's like, well, you can't have both. You can do both. That's unfair for guys.
That is a little hypocritical, but I think it's
hypocritical.
okay for women to penis shame.
Why?
Because it's natural to be disgusted by
This is insane.
undesirable.
Oh, you think everyone should be?
No, I mean, I just think it's being realistic. I mean, if that's not what you like you're gonna make. How can you not make fun of a small penis?
Oh,
it's
well,
it's so cute.
This is my issue with the whole body positivity movement. You can be honest about things.
Yeah.
You don't have to like fake.
You feel like it's
feign.
dishonest.
Yes.
Body positivity is dishonest.
And I think a lot of
I
dudes,
believe that, yeah.
And I think there's a lot of issues that come out with dudes being insecure
Yeah.
about anything.
Yeah.
Like literally a lot of like violence comes out of this shit. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. But I will say I feel like the body positivity movement it came from it's a response to specifically women being body shamed.
Oh, for sure.
So like this argument that now comes in response to the new body positive movement, where it's like, well, how come they're not positive towards the male body?
Sure.
Well, it's like that's not
Not what it's
what
about.
it was addressing.
Right.
Yeah, but I do think it's a fair argument. It's like, well, now women have to be considerate to men's bodies.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
I think it's more like
why is
idealistic.
why is Lizzo all of a sudden the poster face for like body positivity?
Because she's like the biggest. Whoa. She's the most popular one. She's a celebrity.
Yeah.
She's like the most. She has like the most fandom, I guess.
Uh-huh.
No, I think not because of.
It's like the
her
conversation
body.
started revolving around her because she has her own gravitational pull.
God.
No,
Christ.
honestly, actually a big fan of Lizzo. And I think she's a good example of like, she is like a great example of how you can be healthy but also
Right.
huge.
Sure.
Huge. Because like,
With a hard H.
yeah. Like, I mean, like if you were to look at her first glance, it's like she looks obese. But then you see her performing and dancing and stuff.
Oh, she's like a beast. Yeah.
No, I mean like
No, she's like, it's
she's
impressive.
so athletic
Right,
and
it's
she's so fit. Like a skinny person could not do that.
Well, it's similar to like linebackers who are like huge.
yeah,
But I guess they're
yeah.
also like ripped. But I feel like a high school linebacker, right?
Yeah.
Who's like they look obese, but they're also like kind of beasts
Yeah,
as well in their
yeah,
own rights.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I know we have, yeah, I agree with you.
Body
I
positivity.
agree
What a
with
scam.
It is nowadays a scam. I feel
Mhm.
that way. It's all like corporate. It's corporatized anyways now. You know what I mean?
As all things are.
As all things are. But that is the
commercialized.
future of progress. We need corporations to hop on, give us the money to make sure we are all on the same
I think
page
I might have a small
of
penis.
liberal progress.
But I
Okay, we're
think
back to
it.
this.
I think because I'm short, it's not as exaggerated.
It's proportional.
Yeah.
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 God, I wish I was like taller, so I'd look like a really tiny dick.
That is
It'd be
pretty
really
funny. It's like like I have a proportional penis, but the
Yeah.
problem is I'm 5'6".
Yeah. So that's that. What a great way to end.
Is that the end?
We're heading about an hour.
Yeah.
What a crazy ep.
What's a good way to end a pod? I feel like we sort of struggle at the end.
You think we need to like find a way to sign off?
I think I have an idea. We'll try it on the next one. I have an idea.
Should we do like a listener question?
Well, we actually should do that.
Yeah, I know we should.
Yeah, but it's just like more work.
Honestly, though, like, this is what I heard. This is sort of behind the scenes podcasting.
Yeah.
We can ask for listener questions, but we can also just fucking make it up ourselves. Be like, oh, a listener just asked.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
A listener just asked.
Let's make up some questions for next time.
We can do that, yeah.
All right. Okay. You got anything exciting? You got anything exciting coming up?
Yeah. We have any plugs? No, not really.
Not really.
Not really. Got a show tonight. I guess this episode won't be out.
Oh, well, here's my idea. We can talk about like any new bits that we're trying to do.
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun idea.
Yeah.
I have some new bits.
I kind of said mine. Oh, I had an idea for a bit. There's no punchline yet, but you know, like everybody says, like the New York, everybody has those like New York moments. It's like only in New York.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where like something crazy happens, it's like, oh, that's a New York moment.
Yeah.
I don't think those crazy moments are New York moments.
Okay.
I think the New York moment is the moment immediately after, whenever you just kind of go on with your day like nothing crazy just happened.
Yeah.
That's like a true New York experience. Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah. I think that was just more of a observation.
It's a good observation.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear the punchline though.
Yeah, it's not really
punchy thing.
It's not really funny.
Not yet.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there.
Mm-hmm. I can think of a funny example.
It's just the issue is it's such a like the idea is like normalcy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue. It's not like you can't find a funny like what's a funny thing from a normal thing.
Well, I think the joke would need something like crazy happening, and then right after that, it's like, all right, time to go get gelato.
Like 9/11. I mean, the classic one's 9/11.
Yeah, but 9/11 is
so
hack.
overdone. Yeah, it's overdone. Yeah. Classic one, homelessness, jacking off.
Yeah.
Subway derailing. I don't know what that. The image of a subway derailing is so funny to me.
Yeah.
It's so cartoonish.
Yeah, you really talked me out of this bit.
No, I mean, I'm sure there's something.
What do you got? What are you working on?
I don't know if I'm gonna do the racist pedophilia bit. That one's a little dicey. Haven't quite figured it out yet, but there's something.
I thought it was working. I thought you said it worked.
Well, it's kind of working. There's the ideas. People find the idea funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I got to find like punchy lines for it. But there's an idea that I'm working on about suicide. Okay, and in the Catholic tradition, suicide is it's a mortal sin, and other mortal sins are like rape, genocide. And it's just funny to me that they're grouping suicide as one of the worst things you can do right next to genocide.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitler did both.
That's what I'm saying. There's a line that I have that's like, I feel like it's a deterrent to like.
What if Hitler went to hell not for genocide but for suicide?
Yeah. Because that's the last thing he did.
Hitler, what'd you do? Suicide and a couple of other things.
Yeah, he actually repented for the genocide. Yeah. He's like, you know what? My bad. But honestly, it's like, well, you're here for suicide. That's pretty funny. That's good.
That's good.
But yeah, my angle is like, it's a deterrent. Like, it's like, you don't want to be a bad person. And it's like funny. The funny idea is like you're about to commit suicide, and you put the gun to your mouth. You feel the cold metal, and you go, "Wait, I'm a better guy than Hitler. I'm at least 2 times better than Hitler." And you put the gun down.
Yeah,
something like that.
That's funny that it's so bad.
It's considered like one of the worst things
suicide,
you can do.
yeah.
When it's literally just you killing yourself. It's like, I don't know. Numbers wise, not as bad.
My dad says suicide is selfish.
People say that. I don't know.
So I haven't done it. I'm a man of the people.
But you making sure that you don't want to come off as selfish is selfish.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
it's a lose-lose. Might as well just do it.
All right, well, that's a great way.
No, I'm kidding. I'd be sad if you did it.
No, I'm not going to do it.
All right. We'll see. Well, my
hat's
crazy right now.
Yeah.
All right, I got to go. I got to go to a show.
I hope you feel something.
Probably won't, to be honest.
I hope your show brings you feeling.
Well, I'm going to try this bit out. We'll see. If it goes well, then I'll be excited. If it doesn't...
Sick! End the pod!
Okay. Goodbye.